Once things started, it was still a little slow at first. Then, suddenly we cleared some shrubs. There was a hole in the ground for a while. And then recently we started framing, and that's a really exciting point in the project. Things go up very quickly.
The house itself now is starting to take shape. So all of these things that we spent so much time, working on with the architect, but then also looking at just in blueprints over the last few months, are now finally coming up on site.
We're at the point right now where 75% of the roof shingles are on, and we're putting on all of the detail sweeps on the outside of the roof. Once the sheathing is done, then we'll have the roofers back to button up the rest of the shingles. And typically what's happening while that's going on is Liz and Matt and I are about 2 to 3 weeks ahead with any decisions that we need to guide those guys.
We find ourselves visiting the site much more frequently now because we're actually seeing the design that was on the page start to come to light on site, which has been a really exciting point of the project.
We have a very unique hallway in our home. It's probably about 6 feet wide, and the hallway itself is meant to be lived in. When we were going through the plans with the architect, it was a juggle between the outside aesthetics of the home and what's actually happening inside. And then that hallway opens up into the lounge space, which opens up into the great room. So again, we have these small intimate spaces, but they're all linked together. We have a kitchen space where we want everybody to gather. There's room for a big table. If that's not enough room, we've thought ahead of time of how that lounge space in between the great room and the kitchen could be used for, a long extension table for everybody to gather, both sides of the family.
So I'm interested to sit in that great room. Certainly looking forward to sitting in the kitchen and just knowing how comfortable that space is going to be just by what we're doing with it.
It's our happy place. It's somewhere where we just love spending time. We love bringing Leo. It's something where every day we go there, we notice new developments that, for us, it's exciting. It keeps us engaged and re-energized.
When the home is reaching completion, our son will be 4 going on 5. He'll be starting kindergarten. We expect to be moving in early fall. We're excited to be in the home and looking back at the process. I think at the end of the day, when we move in, this will all be a happy memory.